guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving in the Volkswagen project again. There's a few pieces on the motor that connect to the motor and the body, a few tanks and stuff that go through. We need to remove all that stuff, one or two more bolts on the back side to get this body separated from its chassis or pan, if you want to call it a pan. Basically the body will lift off and you'll have a motor, transmission, suspension, and the floor pan of the car still hooked together. So let's dive into this, see how much progress we can make, get these things separated so we can start doing some rust repair on this. All right, just in case some of you guys are professionals, Volkswagen repair, don't be judging me. Air-cooled stuff is new to me. I've messed with it a little bit, so I am going to mark where the wires and stuff are coming off of. And it's a good thing for you too, because you're going to sleep a few times before you put this thing back together. So I'll always put a little bit of tape. I can write on it as I'm taking stuff apart, and makes it easy. Now this will be completely rewired, so I'm not going to be reusing any of these wires. But I would like to know where they go. More than likely I'll be rewiring this from scratch and not using a kit. I'm not even sure they even make a nice kit for one of these. We're going to find out together. So let's start making some progress on this. All right, at this point, it looks like I need to go up underneath the car, remove a couple of bolts, and there's got to be a fuel line coming in somewhere, because fuel tank is in the body and it goes to the motor. So we need to find that. Hadn't done it yet. Come on, guys, tell me what else there is. I've removed the automatic transmission lines. Yep, it's got an automatic transmission in it. It won't when it's finished. It's going to have a manual transmission. Really, really, really nice, all brand new engine. And you are going to be excited. All right, guys, so it's the next morning. I got all the bolts undone from the pan. And it's time to slowly lower the pan away from the body. So it's, Spanky, do we have separation? Let's find out. All right, so there it is. I had lowered the back jack, just lowered the front jack, and the only thing holding the two together are the wires going to the brake light switch. So we have separation. Now we need to build a dolly for the body and get the body to where it's rolling around on its own, and then we'll start doing some rust repair. All right, so here we are, Home Depot. I got 4 of the 4x4x12 treated and 1 of a 2x6x12. Those are going to be the runners, the stringers, and the cross beams to hold the body up. Those are going to hold the dolly together in the center to keep the legs from scooting out. I'll show you guys. Let me show you this. We have a choice of doing it a little easier and doing the galvanized beam, the galvanized braces to hold the things together, but like we need 4 of those at $8 a piece, or you know, those at $12 a piece. Let's scratch all that. Let's just go ahead and get an extra, we can get an extra. So instead of getting all the galvanized pieces, let's get 1 more of a 2x6x10, and we'll use that, and we'll cut our braces for each leg that keeps the legs from folding in this way. That should help us out, and that should do the trick. There's no sense spending extra money and making it overkill like that. It's just holding that lightweight body, which 2 guys could pick up. So let's get all this and go home and start cutting. All right, so here we go. I've already toe-nailed it in on the 4x4s, just on the bottom. I'm going to slide these beside each side of the car, lift the body up until I can slide the 4x4 through it, and then I'm going to put these corner braces on the 4x4s, and then I'm fixing to go ahead and put the corner braces or the leg braces on the side to side. We can't put these boards in until we roll the chassis out, but this is wide enough to roll the chassis out, get it out of the way, and then or roll the body away from the chassis. Put these legs on to where they're removable, probably on the ends down here where you can get to them, and that should be sufficient enough to keep the legs from moving in, and you can roll it in and out. This is if you don't have a lift, and that's what I'm doing this, showing you how to do it without a lift. If you've got a lift, you can go ahead and completely make this and roll it in and let the body down on it. But guys, y'all know me, I've got lifts, but if you don't have a lift, then I'm not going to use a lift. So I'm showing you how to do it without it. I took the scrap wood off of the 12 foots. I had 2 feet left off of each one of the skid runners, and I'm cutting my 45s out of that to make these blocks to go in these cross braces right here, or the cross brace, to keep it from wiggling side to side. The other board out there, I'm going to do the same thing with it, but I'm going to do it in an angle from here to here. And I'm fixing to do that now, because I can do that and then move the whole structure in half like I was explaining a while ago. So let's see how far I can get. All right, guys, there it is, the Volkswagen Body Dolly. And this will work with any Volkswagen Bug, probably pretty much anything Volkswagen, I guess, if it fits on a Volkswagen Pan. I will leave a detailed description of everything that I did, measurements, and the wood, and an estimated cost on everything. This keeps the body up off the ground where you can work on it, do your body work, all of your rust repair, and you can pull the pan with wheels and tires, motor and transmission, straight out. Work on your body. If you're limited on space, when you're through working for the day, roll your body back in, and you've got a one-car garage, and you've got plenty of room to work on it. So the body will just sit up on top of there. I'm gonna put casters on it to roll around. Right now, I'm gonna use some of my dollies, my wheel dollies. They'll go right up underneath here, and I can roll it around anywhere I wanna use it. I really wanna get some pneumatic wheels for it. So this is it put together. The cross beams are not hooked on, and the braces on the bottom are not hooked on. I'm fixing to carry this in the garage, put one on either side of the Bug, pick the body up just a little bit more, slide that 4x4 in, and hook it to the braces, and hook it to the 4x4 legs that are on it. But if you don't have a lift, that's the best way to do it. If you've got a lift, go ahead and finish out all of your screws, nails, whatever you're using, roll it in, and let the body down on it. All right, let's see how it works. Here it is. They're slid on each side of the body. I've still got to come up with a way to jack the body up higher than it is, and I'm working on that. It's a little sketchy by myself. I'm a one-man show. So, yeah, I'll let you know what I came up with. Well, guys, I hate to show this kind of stuff, but hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I have managed to get it up there by myself without getting hurt. There's 4 lifts in this shop, but I was determined to get this thing up there just like some of you would have had to do it without a lift. And I needed to prove to myself that I could do it. So this was the hardest part. The front part should be easier because I've got a whole lot more room to work with. This is in the very, very, very back corner of my shop because that's where the Volkswagen fits. And there's not much room to work on it. So anyway, I need to get the front done, and then we will be successful. We won't be able to move it because I don't have any wheels on it yet, but it'll be on its dolly. Well, I don't know what I look like, and this ain't no fake TV sweat. I am tired, and I've got it done. So I'm gonna take you guys around, I'm gonna show it to you. This really isn't a one-man job, so if my son and son-in-law are watching, next time I do this, you'll get a phone call. So I've got it all on footage, but I not dare share it. I got myself in a couple of booger binds, and man, I didn't know if I was gonna come out of it alive or not, but hey, I got it done. I'm in one piece, still got all my digits. So if you try to do this, get yourself a friend or get a little bit bigger spot. This little car is in a little spot, and I didn't really have much to work with. But anyway, let me show it to you. Enough of me rambling on. Let's see what it looks like. It looks just like it did when it was sitting in the driveway. The only thing I don't have on it are the cross braces that will go across here, and I don't have any wheel dollies yet or any casters. But it serves its purpose. You can see that it clears the motor, so you can roll the pan completely out, and then when you get finished building the chassis, and you can roll it back up underneath there and get some friends to help you set it down. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you need to make one, all the details are going to be in the description. Well, it's been a fun day in the shop. I'm not going to say real fun, but it's been a fun, productive day. I came out, hadn't gotten hurt, and I had a good time, and I got to use some tools. And I hope you enjoyed the episode. A lot of you guys have messaged me, called me, said that you couldn't get through on the website. Too many were buying shirts at the same time. I really, really appreciate that. You don't know how much it helps support the channel and helps me do what I'm doing for you guys right now. SpankysHotRods.com. All of the bugs have been fixed. All of you guys that bought shirts, thank you. All of you guys that tried to buy shirts and it crashed on you, try again, please. It should be working now. So with that said, now you get out in the garage and go build something. See you in the next episode.